A top 25 clash in the early season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Dropping back, it's Jennings. Throws for the tight end. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time.
There he goes! Down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Last season, Kevin Jennings took over as the SMU quarterback, and they went 11-1 before stumbling in the ACC championship game and in the college football playoff. What does he need to focus on in terms of improvement?
Just avoiding the turnovers, Reese. If Kevin Jennings does that, then this offense is virtually unstoppable.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
That's one of the reasons I love this linebacker, man. He can rush the passer. He does a great job timing his blitz, and with that speed, he's able to get home quickly.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
How about this defense coming out the gates, first drive, getting to the quarterback. They wanted to affect the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. Already 2 sacks on this first drive.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Kick is in the air. He'll field the punt. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Okay, ready?
Looking for a man. It's Altmaier. He's going to go for a big one. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to run it. Got the first down himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers, they can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. There he goes. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Illinois experienced a resurgence under Brett Bielema a year ago. He's been at 3 different power programs, but this was his best season in more than a decade, guys.
Yeah, and it seems like Bielema's got a recipe to win, and it's usually ground and pound. But how about this offense with Luke Altmaier at quarterback last year? Through the air, they became good and proficient and started to change the identity of Illinois and had a great season and finished with a big bowl win against South Carolina.
So a big key then is Luke Altmaier and taking that next step this year, too, to really help out this offense, be more explosive and win games maybe some different ways, and not always have to rely on running the football and playing great defense.
Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. Setting up the screen. Headed to the end zone. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
They'll move the wide receiver. A first down run on the doorstep. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
We just need better execution on offense right now. Not able to get it done on first down, and now they give up the sack. If you're the head coach right now, you might want to think about a timeout, make sure your guys have their minds right.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. On the run, still looking. He wants it all. Give him 6. Touchdown to Illini.
And you got to give the offensive line all the credit for that one. The QB had over 5 seconds to find his open target down the field. Great job up front in pass protection for that touchdown throw.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Got his man in the middle. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. And the Mustangs headed quickly to the line.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some...
Lots of running room. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down.
Yeah, great catch, but great read. I love the quarterback understanding. You're going to see the blitz. I'm going to get the ball to my running back quickly, let him get the first down. Nice job by the quarterback seeing that really fast.
And the Mustangs will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Brinson. Turning it on. Now the connection takes it to the 11. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can...
Touchdown, Mustangs! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Altmaier. Rushes on him. Gets rid of it. Got it in the middle, it's Arkin. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Luke Altmaier started his career as a backup to Matt Corral at Ole Miss, but man, did he blossom for the Fighting Illini. Had their best season in more than 20 years, and maybe more in store for him, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there were still a lot of fans that I think were skeptical when the transfer portal news came out that he was going to be joining Illinois. People wanted to see what all the hype was about. You saw it last year, not just running the ball, but making big plays through the air. Really curious to see if Luke Altmaier can take the next step this season, because if they do, this is going to be a really, really tough team to beat.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Quarterback making checks. So after the break, they'll go back to work.
Check. Lasso. Lasso. 691. Gator score.
Looking downfield on first down. He lets it fly. Snags it inside the 20. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Gives it on the option. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Altmaier. They're setting up the screen. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
Trying to get it to the marker. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his back in the middle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Mustangs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to make magic on the scramble. At the 35, he's loose. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Looking downfield, it's Jennings. Throws to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Oh, man. Those are the ones you rewind back on tape over and over again when you watch this tape and you go, how did I miss that? He was so open. You have to hit those plays. There's nothing you can say positive about that.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Knight. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
Red pass, it's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Brinson. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
And the Mustangs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Now from inside the red zone. Gets it to the back. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet.
What's a great job by the quarterback there, understanding you're being blitzed. You know you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, so find the back. Get it into his hands quickly. Let him go pick up the first.
The Mustangs trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, SMU. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. LSU is down, but they are not out of it, not in Tiger Stadium, a place Bear Bryant once said was like playing inside a drum. Maybe the best home field advantage in football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Altmaier. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that 1st down marker. 4th down coming up. A couple of yards shy of the 1st down marker, but they've decided this is 4 down territory. The offense still on the field. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chain. Looks as if Illinois will have enough for the 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he showed you the arm talent on the throw.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Pulls it, fires to the left. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to throw, it's Altmaier. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down.
And this defense doing a really good job understanding out route, seeing it, sitting on it, waiting, breaking on the football, not giving up the 3rd down conversion.
On his way back from the 20. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. They'll start this drive going to the air. The quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The RPO, it's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. To throw, it's Jennings. Got him downfield. And that's where they'll mark him, but a chunk play, and they pick up a 1st down.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on 3rd down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Man, that is one this QB is going to wish he had back. That receiver was so wide open. There was nobody even near him, and the quarterback somehow overthrew him.
Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Mustangs come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Quick release on the RPO. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
The Mustangs kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Gonna look downfield again. He unleashes a long one. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
So now it's second and long. Trying to make magic with his feet. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
I think this defense moving forward has to be able to finish plays. On that second down, the quarterback had nowhere to go with it. The defense had an opportunity to get to him, get him on the ground, setting up third and long, but because they couldn't do that, they let him spring free. It's now third and manageable. This defense just making life hard on themselves right now because they're not finishing these plays.
To the air, it's Jennings. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
And the Mustangs line it up with a first and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Got his man out of the backfield. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line. The offense will quickly use a timeout. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They're going to throw it on third and goal. Touchdown, Mustangs! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half, and the defense needs to start making adjustments.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Mustangs will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Got the quick completion. He's loose. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be first and goal. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Slams ahead. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Jennings. Catch in the middle, it's Harden.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And the Mustangs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Time to take a shot. brings it in down the left side. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The Mustangs look to keep this drive humming.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
To the air, it's Jennings. It's complete on the right side. It's a seam wide open. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown, SMU! This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Tennessee has just had no answers today. Both sides of the ball look like all the smoggy smoke on Rocky Top has been in their eyes since kickoff. They're trailing by 18 to Georgia. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should see.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll try the right side. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Clement. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Mustangs! The defense putting points on the board. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it and taking it all the way to the end zone.
And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Back to throw, it's Altmaier. He fires one deep over the middle. Oh, it's picked off. Got room on the return. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like he's
wide open space. Got enough space. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. In their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
They'll run the quarterback sneak. Sneaks it into the end zone.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he tacks on the extra point. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. Pulls it in, it's Dixon. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
He's got the tight end. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Altmaier. Caught over the middle, it's Dixon. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Illinois could try to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. Under fire. He makes a grab. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Let's go!
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Touchdown, Illinois! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw in that touchdown pass.
And they did tack on the extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Jennings. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hudson.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Mustangs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Slips a tackle and he's got room. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. And the Mustangs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to sneak it.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
The Mustangs have this offense rolling. Here's the give off the left side. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Mustangs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. Going for the big play. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. They'll start this drive going to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Dixon. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense has it at the 28 on first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Clement. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. From the gun, the running back has it. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series, but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you've got the offense right where you want it.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Dropping back, it's Altmaier. He'll take a shot. And that one is picked off in the end zone. He'll try to take it back.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. And the Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You have got to be the more physical unit right now.
The Mustangs are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Muscling ahead on third and short. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Mustangs getting set on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Harden. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
They go to the ground. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all three phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of fill position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Longhorns will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
On the set.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Quick completion on the out.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Here comes the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, how about that defense? On the snap, they are in the backfield with great penetration. Nowhere to go for the running back. That defense was sitting on G, waiting on O.
The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to adjust the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. You saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level, and with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Gators have it with a 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
He'll pull it on the read. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Avoids pressure. Dances away to buy time. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They'll run the sneak for it. Sneaks it in.
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind them, putting a drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The core performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Leaves it with the back. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Back to pass, it's Manning. Trying to burn this defensive back. Pulls it in down the sideline. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. To the air on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Longhorns. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Spits it out to the back. That's caught. It's Daniels. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Man, you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Looking for a man. It's Flagway. Now adjusting. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And ball security is starting to become a little bit of an issue for this quarterback. In his last game, he had a fumble, and he has another one right here. He has got to do a better job of keeping two hands on the ball.
So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. It's picked off. That's number 10. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line.
29 Philly, 29 Philly, 691, game score.
Starts a drive trying to go up top. Here's a heat. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Under fire. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Might be changing the route. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Timeout, Florida.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. The Gators will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. First one of the day is on its way. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on once. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They're testing the right side here. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Shoots it to the left. And his throw is incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on third down. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Fires to the middle. Another incompletion on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wideout. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback making adjustments. Going to sling it on second down. A strike downfield. He's loose down the left side. Oh, he's got some slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Gator.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. Auburn is down, but they are not out of it. Not in Jordan-Hare. One of the best home field advantages in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Louisville. We'll keep you posted on a Pac-12 showdown that, not surprisingly, guys, is already trending.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Quick completion on the out route. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. And the Longhorns want to move quickly. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school, and you can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can he do it against the Georgias? Can he do it against the big boys in the SEC on a consistent basis? We can't wait to find out.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Got it behind the line. It's Moore. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Longhorns are marching down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Back open in the middle.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Can really attack on this second and short. Pulls and fires complete. Touchdown, Texas! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Throws to the tight end. Working that left side. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Moving away from pressure. And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack.
And finally, a defense looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last two drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. It's setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Daniels. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
And the Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. Oh, out of space. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. It's complete to the right. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
This offense is going to try and stretch the field vertically and horizontally. They did there throwing it to their running back, but the defense, they were in perfect position to make that play for no gain.
The Gators are facing 3rd and inches. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But, Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
They're not into threes. They want sixes. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He wants to change this route. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the field goal unit. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Absolute shank. Missed it. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
With 8 seconds to go in the half, wonder if they'll try to get a big play just to see what happens. Wants to throw. It's Manning. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Gators will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that could really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Wingo. And they're able to make the tackle.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Throws for the tight end. Pulls it in. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. He's got an open man. Turning on the Jets. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Longhorns have a lot of options on second and inches. To the air, it's Manning. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
First down, operating in the red zone and doing it in a den of noise. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Plucks it out of the air. That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Lockett. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And wow, the defense was in there quick, fast, and in a hurry and shut that run game down. Like, they were ready for that. 2nd down now. A little more space for the offense, backed up, a little more room to operate and try to maybe find some windows to throw a football here.
These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, it's Manning. Looking for the goal line. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone.
Nice job on the defense, forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Surging forward on the sneak.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollack.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Sure, they could take the lead with a short field goal here, but this close to the end zone, you want to try to score a touchdown. That's what they'll do on 4th. Trying to bully their way in. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
The goalpost breathing down their neck as they're backed up in their own end, starting to drive from their own block. Couldn't fight his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
Finding an escape route. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They put together a pretty good drive the last time they had it, but that 4th down stop kept them from getting... Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. There he goes. Running inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Longhorns!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of interest in this Pac-12 showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Auburn is in serious trouble right now. I hope that coach is renting and not buying there on the Plains, because that could be a bad investment. They're trailing by 14 to Louisville. If anything changes in this pivotal Pac-12 matchup, guys, you know we're here to bring it to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Wide receiver going in motion. To throw, it's Lagway. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So that they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Hines is tight end. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Daniels. They are on the move as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 28. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here, missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
To the air, it's Glagway. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. Past the 20. Touchdown, Texas! And they turn it into a defensive score. They push out this lead in the 4th quarter, and it might be enough to give them that elusive 2nd win of the season. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you